defensive way to times.
Yeah, we switched up, Cameron, from man to zone. We went and doubled the personal times. Did everything we could to try to keep them off balance as much as we could, and I thought we did a great job of that. I thought we really.
On you son of a bitch!
But unfortunately, when we had to get some rebounds towards the end, we just couldn't.
Jeff, I mean, you talked yesterday that you just sometimes just have to make shots, and you shot it pretty good today, 42%. But you know, you had a lot of good looking jump shots that didn't go down. Sometimes, how much of these championship games you just look back and you're like, you either make the shots or you don't. Sometimes you did so many other things pretty well.
No, that's true, Eric. Our problem was we had a couple effort plays at crunch time. You know, they get a breakout, and Kiana Smith does a great job of staying in front of the girl and she misses it. But then we don't have everybody sprinting back with her. They have one kid sprints back, gets the O board and sticks it back up and in. And those are the plays that kill you. Those are the plays that it's like, God, you had one or two that did perfect, exactly what you're supposed to do. Make them shoot a contested shot over top of you. And then, unfortunately, everybody else wasn't involved. We watched, and then they get the O board and stick it back up and in. You know, and then we got them to take shots at last minute and a half that we really wanted them to take, but we just couldn't come up with the rebound. And then, you know, we drove that thing as hard as we could. I thought we drove it a lot, and we get to the line 4 times.
It's a horrible question to ask a coach at the end of a tournament, but I mean, you got.
Well, then don't ask it.
Yeah, you got outshot 54-23 from the free throw line in this tournament, and today was pretty glaring, and it wasn't, like you said, just a gentle game. But you know, you're best off not answering that question, but I'm going to ask it.
I got no problem answering. I think there's times, Eric. There's times, Eric, defensively where I think it's a challenge at times for our officials to officiate Biggs play. You know, Kunane, I love the kid. She's tough as nails. But when she leads and goes into me, I'm going to double over. It's physics. I mean, it happens. And she does a great job of it. I mean, she gets to the line probably more than any post player in our league. And that's the one call that I wish we could get better at is don't bail out the offensive player for going into the defensive player. But that's not what cost us the game by no means. I mean, I've talked about this forever, for 20 years. We have to continue to get better in women's basketball of not bailing out bad offense because I just run into you or I just try to barrel you over. Don't bail out bad offense for good defense. And as we continue to improve on that, I think our game is going to continue to get better. And it has over the 26 years I've been in it. You know, it's getting better. We're not doing it as much. But that's a whole different topic. I mean, I could go on for hours on that. But that had no impact, you know, on this game tonight. We gave up some big-time O boards when we got them to take the shots that we wanted. But again, I told the kids, everybody looks at the last minute and a half of the game, but there's several areas that I could show you the first quarter that we gave up a bucket here, a bucket there, that hurts you. Like Elizabeth Balogun got the rebound, then kind of stumbled and tried to throw it away. Well, you know, if she just comes down with it, it's a travel, it's a dead ball turnover. So you can go back and look at 20 plays that impact the outcome of the game. Everybody just remembers the last 2 minutes.
What do you say to Dana at this point? She didn't shoot it well. You know she's going to put a lot of weight on herself after this. You got to get her ready to play a bigger tournament than this. Does she need anything, or is this that different?
No, I think you know what? She needs 2 days off, which we'll give them Monday and Tuesday off. And then I told him, I mean, we've got to be able to sit back and watch this game and learn from it. We you know, I can't have players that, I don't want to watch it. It hurts too bad. Bull. You got to sit down and be able to watch it and go, okay, here's what I did well, here's what I did bad, and get better at it. And unfortunately for us, we had some stretches that we were not very good.
Hey, Jeff, it's Doug.
Hey, Doug.
Where do you think you guys should be seated when the thing comes out next Monday?
Well, after this loss, I mean, I'm sure we'll probably, an 8 or a 9 seed? I mean, I'm hoping to stay below a 10. So what do you think?
I would take a good bet you'll be above an 8 seed.
All right. Okay. Now, I mean, listen, there's half the time there's no rhyme or reason. You can't even, it's hard to explain. The committee's got a hard job in front of them trying to seed teams. The new net that's out, they use the net. It's any of the tools that we've always had. You can use it to help justify why you put somebody somewhere, and then you don't have to use it if you don't want to why you put someone somewhere. We're sitting at a net probably at a 6 right now. We'll probably go to 7 and switch spots with NC State. So according to that, we're a 2 seed if my math is right. 1 through 4 is 1, right?
Yes.
And then is it 5 through 8? I mean, I think I did that. Okay, good. See, my math's on point.
Of all years, does it really matter? Since everyone's in the same place and there aren't home teams, so to speak.
No, it's not as big of a deal. There's no question about it. I'm excited, to be honest with you, Doug, because I think it's going to be very interesting to see how the committee does a true S-curve now. You don't have to worry about geography. And then I think it's going to give us a really good idea in a crazy year of what they value. Like, what does the committee value, which I think will help us moving forward.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate the science and math lessons.
Doug, if you need any more, feel free to call me anytime. My geography's average, though, so don't call on that one.
Hey. Jeff, Tim Sullivan here. Back to Dana for a second. Both you and she had talked about her ability to move on to the next play a couple of weeks ago. Do you feel that she was able to do that in this tournament, or did the pressure kind of become a burden on her?
I thought she did a pretty good job at times. I thought in the fourth quarter that she did a really good job of it. She allowed us to get the ball reversed, and then she took it to the basket when the opportunities presented themselves. And it's all a learning lesson. It's all going to be a learning lesson. We're going to continue to get better and better. I had some devastated kids in that locker room, and I think that's a good sign. And I'll take part of that. I probably should have called a timeout there after that missed free throw because I wanted to run something, get Keon in the game, but I just didn't want NC State to get set up, and so I was trying to go right at them, and unfortunately, it just did not work out for us.
Do you think that her ability to get to the basket gave her a little confidence when her jump shot was not falling?
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, she's got a pretty darn good first step that she's able to get by just about anybody. So it does give her some confidence if her jumper's not going to be able to do that.
Hey, Jeff, I know it's probably hard to think this way after a loss like that, but in some ways, did you see growth, or you feel like this team got better in this tournament because of you saw different people step up? I think you guys improved rebounding wise over the last few weeks as well.
Oh, there's no question about it. Our bench play has really given me some confidence. I thought Narika played well again today. Ramani Parker gave us 10 solid minutes. Alana Smith only got 7, but I thought she also did some good things for us. The area that we've got to continue to work on is our foul trouble. This tournament has really been the first time that Liz Dixon and O have both been getting in foul trouble in the first half, and that really puts us behind the 8 ball. So we've got to go back and break down some film and really look at that to see, okay, what areas can we get better in order to eliminate a few of those fouls.
Anything else for Coach?
I sure appreciate you all, and Tim, thank you for making the trip down. All of you have been fantastic, and especially with this craziness. But thank you very much.
Hey, one more thing, Jeff.
Yeah, Tim, what you got?
Yeah, you made some significant strides in the rebounding differential with them. What was the adjustment technically or mindset-wise?
Our practices got a lot more physical. We did a lot of physicality, toughness drills. Putting a forearm into somebody, turning, box it, and then holding your box out. We just really worked on fundamentals and toughness.
Mm-hmm. For this game specifically,
ever since our Florida State game,
mm-hmm.
we really turned up some things.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.